All right. For journaling purposes, I wanted to go ahead and do a post market review. I did end up taking one more trade and didn't work out for me, so that was enough for me to go ahead and get out of the markets and just let it do its thing. Um, Obviously, my bias today was pretty wrong, and you can see that actually with the RTH gap, us not even being able to get up there at all. So I think that RTH gap will eventually get filled. So we'll keep that and just have that noted for another time. Obviously, I'm a little bit bitter, but it's okay. So the first thing I wanted to study is right here prior to open. We had this. There's a breaker right here, so we get this low, high, lower low, and then higher high right here. I remember I was looking at this trade. I'm always hesitant to take trades pre-market, but there's usually a lot of things that happen. And it's just nice. I mean, we get this liquidity sweep right here. We get this fair value gap right here, and we retest it. Obviously, we're pretty bullish. We're not moving. In any. We just wick down there. We candle above. That's a pretty good bullish move. We get a second option to enter right here. We have these inverse fair value gaps right here, but we had a pretty good liquidity target right here. I had that marked out as buy side right there. And then we failed. So we have this 1 minute fair value gap right here. Still, I think that was a good move. So 9:30 right there. At 9:30, we come down, we sweep down. We're in this kind of order block right here. We open up and we kind of get a Judas swing up here. We get a Judas swing, and then we're not candling above this right here, which was the first sign that I should have taken because I was really bullish on the day, honestly. I just think that we had so much buy side. I mean, like there was like London right here is looking pretty nice. Um, this over here is looking nice, and then we just have like a lot of buy side up here. I didn't think we were gonna go up there, but that was kind of like my reasoning was like it just looks. And then we had all this LR, which we did attack pre market right here. So but yeah, so what I wasn't paying attention to was this guy right here. This was actually a pretty clean target for sell side that we had left at 7:48. So that was pretty much in the 8 o'clock macro. And then that we ended up sweeping that right there. So that was another sell side that we had. I just didn't think we were gonna take it. I really just didn't think we were gonna take it. I thought we were gonna move higher, and I couldn't have been more wrong, So that is what it is. But we get this Judas swing at 9:30. Um, Boom, entice buyers, but we don't ever candle through this 1 minute fair value gap. And then we come down, we inverse this 1 minute fair value gap that was created on the 9:30. Bam. And if you can see, actually, we utilize that too. We come back up, we rebalance that, and then right here, we create our first presented fair value gap. We come up here, we retest that, and I saw that, and I remember I was thinking like, oh, this is looking kind of good for shorts, and I just let it go. But that would have been my entry right here, and right here we kind of go down. So let's kind of study this candle by candle. We get an order block right here. We get this retest of this 1 minute, and then we kind of rebalance this inverse fair value gap. Right there, we drop down, and the order block is created right there. So now we have this order block right here. Come down again. We're coming back up. We rebalance that little 1 minute. We touch the order block, and then again drop down. And then right here, we get this green candle right here. Pop up again, we rebalance that 1 minute, and then we drop down. And right here, which was pretty interesting, cool too. I remember watching this, and this is something I'm kind of just learning about is breaker blocks. We get a breaker block right here, so we get this high, low, higher high, lower low, and then a move to the upside. It looks like it's targeting this guy right here, so we go through the first presented fair value gap, and then this is where I kind of like I really was like convinced we were going to be bullish because we had created this 15-minute BPR right here. We had all of this buy side. You can tell like there's just so much liquidity up here. And I thought that, okay, if we come back down and we test this 15-minute BPR, then I'll be convinced that we're going to go and at least take 930 wick. So where I entered was, and I was feeling a little bit hesitant today. Needless to say, I was feeling just like a little bit not able to strike like I should have been. And so there was that. So we come back down right here. We hold this 1 minute fair value gap. And then we come back down. We retest right here. And I believe I took it. Let's see. Oh, no. I'm in the wrong spot. My bad. Yeah, because we were at the first presented fair value gap. So I took it right here. So I took it right at a really excellent location. And my target was up here. That's where I was going to sell my first contract. But I should have just sold at least one right there. We come up, we're kind of milking around. I went break even once we broke this high. And yeah, we come up here and then we just sell off. And we've kind of been in a sell program ever since. We haven't broken this fair value gap at all. After that, so this move right here, we had that 10 a.m. reversal right there. I thought that was a pretty good move too. I mean, again, the breaker, boom, lower low, and then we push up, and we get a good retest of the breaker right here. So the breaker would be that right there. I'm pretty sure. Again, I'm not super familiar with breakers quite yet. So what I was looking at was like there was a 5 minute fair value gap that we left as a breakaway gap, and I was thinking that we'll at least tap into that 5 minute fair value gap, and then I can take a long up. But we never got it, which was actually more bullish, and I should have just taken it on this red candle. Again, I was just hesitant, and then you could have wrote it up to at least this guy right here. That would have afforded, I don't know, at least some, 91 points is a good move. Nothing wrong with that. And it got up there pretty easily. Got through the first presented fair value gap, and then the next target would have been right here. Yeah, and then like as you can see, we kind of, we really like weren't in very good conditions pretty much all through here. And now we're sweeping out that 930 or that opening low. Yeah, we're sweeping out that opening low right now. And there's the breaker right there, so it looks looking pretty bearish. But I still think that afternoon is going to present longs. We have these equal highs right here that they're going to be taken. They're going to be taken, man. I'm telling you, they're going to be taken today. I think they're going to be taken today at least. Those are just too clean. Like they're just too clean of equal highs. I mean, that high is at 29.53175. That high is at 29.532. So it's a tick above. Not too shabby right there. And yeah, so we do get this. This sell off was so clean. Look at that. I mean, that was just and that was external liquidity right there. We can look at it, the 15-minute right there. And now we're candling right through all of this. So I don't know if we're gonna actually get that, but it'd be nice if we did. We have the weekly wick right here. 50% of that weekly wick. I'll show you right here. Is now above us. So we have this wick right here. I've been tracking that, and I was thinking if we close a week below this, then definitely looking like we're going to go lower. The next target would be July low. That would be kind of like where I would have my eyes set. Looks like we're hitting this rejection block right here. We have a rejection block, so it looks like we might be getting longs. But again, I'm done for the day. I'm not looking to trade. Low, high, lower, low, higher, high. and we are at 12:30, so it's just not the best time to trade, anyways. But yeah, so that's kind of the review of the day, and what my thought process was. The things I wish I could have paid better attention to was this 1 minute fair value gap, the inversion of this 1 minute fair value gap, and then the CISD right here. This was just too clean. The first presented fair value gap, the utilization of that first presented fair value gap was just beautiful into that run right there. But that's life of a trader, man. And I've lost less than I made on the week, so I've made more on the week than I lost. So, uh, yeah, and that's my day trading, and those are kind of the things I saw and the things I was paying attention to. Tomorrow's another day, so I'll see you guys later. That's my review on the day.